Hey, you are now listening or watching the Halos in the Infield podcast, sponsored in part by Noble L Works over on 1621 South Sinclair, where you can get discounts by just mentioning HITI, Halos in the Infield, drink discounts on us, baby. And also by 714 Tickets, 714 Tickets. The price you see is the price you get, and you also get 10% additionally off in the Apply Now code once you order your tickets just by mentioning HITI, Halos in the Infield. Now enjoy the show.
Live every night on the Halos in the Infield Baseball Network.
Welcome to the Halos in the Infield Postgame podcast with Todd Fox, sponsored by Noble Ale Works Brewery, as well as 714 Tickets. This is your nightly destination for all things Los Angeles Angels. Come join Todd as he recaps every thrilling and disappointing moment from tonight's game, win or lose. Get ready for insightful analysis, fan reactions, and Todd's engaging commentary. Plus, fans can call in live to the Halo hotline to have their voices and opinions heard as well.
It's the Halo hotline.
Stay tuned in for your chance to win free Halos merchandise with our weekly trivia.
It's all about the game.
It's time to dive into the heart of Angels baseball with Todd Fox on the Halos in the Infield Postgame podcast.
There's a drive from Mike Trout. See you later. That is long gone.
It's the Todd Fox Postgame Podcast with your host, Todd Fox.
Hey, welcome into another episode of the Halos in the Infield postgame show, on the only postgame show that lets you express yourself without honking the honk and telling you that you're wrong for not being positive. If you're negative or you say anything against the grain or against the narrative, then bye-bye, you are no longer able to play. Well, not on this podcast, not on our pages, on social media. It is what it is. You say how you feel. If you want to be a honk, then you're a honk. If you want to be a realist, then you're a realist. We all take all comers here to the Halos in the Infield postgame show. So with that being said, let's get started on a Friday night. Now, we came into this game with a 3-game winning streak. You know, the coach from Major League was saying, let's listen up, you guys. And he went through the whole speech, and we accomplished it. We did it. We got a sweep even. How sweep it is. And we started against Houston minus Kyle Tucker, who could be, like I told my dad tonight, Kyle Tucker could be blindfolded, and you could spin him around with the bat as they do at the minor league games and have him try to get to first base after they spin themselves around on the bat head or whatever, or the handle, and he would still get a hit. He would still get a home run, or he'd work a walk. That's just how much he just tears apart Angels pitching, as good as it's been. Now, tonight's matchup, on paper, you know, this is not the Farmer from years past where he just tears it up and he's just unbeatable, unhittable. We beat him the last time we played in Houston, and we roughed him up pretty good. And it was nice to see. And he was coming in here with almost a 4 ERA. And then you got Griffin Canning, who his numbers don't look good, ERA or wins losses. But I challenge you to show me another Angels pitcher outside of Tyler Anderson, I should say, that has pitched better than he has in the month of May and going into June, where he has not allowed more than 4 runs in any of his starts. And I think his weakest start was 5 2/3. Remember, under Numbnuts Nevin, just last year, we had trouble with getting starting pitchers past the 3rd inning. Now we're routinely getting pitchers getting into that 6th inning, getting into that 7th frame, kind of letting our bullpen chill and not have to worry about coming in every inning. Not that they need the rest. It's just the fact that you're not putting added pressure to your bullpen and they could come out and pitch better. And tonight it just sucks because I have the mental note of the last start of Griffin Canning, where all he wanted was his team to score him a run. And he's on the edge of the steps like, come on, guys, come on. Like, I gave you everything. Come on. And tonight, again, he leaves the game, yes, with 2 men on, but you've got your best. Let's just say for what it is. Hunter Strickland's your best pitcher out of that pen. And he's come out, he's done the job time in, time out. So you may say, well, he didn't come through tonight. That's to be expected. You're not always going to have those great performances. However, was it really his fault tonight? Was it really his fault tonight? And let's get into that as we start off with a game and how it ended up a 7-1 Astros game. The Astros improved to 6 games under 500. That's not easy to say coming from an Angel fan used to seeing the Angels or the Astros on top of this division and far ahead of the Angels as far as, wins and losses and above 500 usually by this time. But no, they're under, and they're 12-17 on the road. The Angels fall to 15 games under 500 and 12 games under 500 at home. 10-22, easily still the worst record at home. It's frustrating to watch this game because the way it started, Diaz has been their hottest hitter. And he singled to left, scoring a run, and it was 1-0. But Griffin Canning pitched out of that. And he gave them every opportunity to get some runs. Pilar would homer, and it's 1-1. So now that Pilar homered, and he missed a diving catch, but he gave it his full extension, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Likely he'll be benched. I'm convinced, fans, that there is a player that me and you hate that will get too much playing time on the Angels. Every year, book it. There's that one guy that leaves you scratching your head at the end of the day. Why is this guy in the lineup? There's no rhyme or reason, and there's probably 2 or 3 guys better than him. Now, I'm not calling out Pilar, but I'm telling you about a guy like, say, for instance, Squid. We struggled with that. What was the purpose of him being on the field all the time? And then you can go back as far as I can remember. Under any manager, whether it's going as far back as Marcel Latchman, Terry Collins, Mike Scioscia, all the way to the managers that we have now. There's always that one player that the manager refuses to play. No matter if they go on a 3-game hitting streak with 6 hits, right? In those 3 games, sit him for a couple games. Let him get out of his rhythm, whatever he started. There's been a hitter like that every single year that I can remember. And you could probably name 1 or 2 yourselves. And you're like, sometimes like with Scioscia, the running joke was, man, why does this guy get to play? He must have some information or some pictures about Mike Scioscia. And then you're like, boy, this guy must not kiss ass enough because he's never in the freaking lineup, but he always produces when he is. Where is he? And that's Kevin Pilar this year. Ever since he's put on that red and white uniform, they have found ways to take him out of the lineup and made excuses that he's too goddamn old. That makes no sense. In baseball, literally, yes, after 35, you start losing your talents. I get it. But there are players that play till they're 43 because their strength and conditioning coaches and their routine and regimen is up to par to allow them to play better at a high elite level. And you'll see a guy play into his 40s. Does Pilar look like he's slowing down tonight? Did that diving catch in center field tell you, oh, that guy sucks? He's got no heart, no hustle. He's lost a step. The dude made it. I'll get to that play. That play was not Pilar's fault because there were some idiots on X saying Trout would have caught that. He should have caught that. Have you ever played center field? To any of you idiots out there on X, have you ever played center field? Because I have. And not even when it's windy, it could be dead as it was tonight with 0 wind. If the ball comes off the bat with any kind of spin, it will tell to you or tell away from you, no matter how hard you're running. He gave it everything he possibly could, and still it looked like he misjudged it, but that was not on him. Pilar made a beautiful effort. That ball, if you watched it off the bat from behind, not from the pitcher's viewpoint, but from the hitter's viewpoint when they showed the replay, that ball was just, it was like, no, Pilar's not going to catch me. And it literally ran away from him. But that guy's too old. And he's patrolling the field almost as good as Trout, dude. I'm not going to put him over Trout defensively, okay? And I'm not going to sit here and say Trout couldn't have got that either. Maybe Trout makes it a little closer, but damn, that is a difficult play to make. And it's effort like that and the fact that he stayed on the ground pounding the grass shows me that he has heart. And despite this team being 14 games under 500, he knows what a huge catch that could have been and how much it would have saved Strickland after that awful umpiring call. But I got hung up on that play. The game's, there's two enemies in this game to Griffin, Canning, and the rest of the pitching staff. One is our own hitting is an enemy to the pitching and the umpires. And again, I'm one of those people who does not like to make excuses and says, well, we shouldn't have been in a close game like that to allow the umpires to make a bad call or no call and we lose the game. I hate umpires, but they're a part of the game and it is what it is. Same thing with referees and all the whole every other league you follow, right? It's just part of the game. It's the human aspect of the game. I think where Angel fans have gotten more and more frustrated is the fact that most times those calls are against us. I mean, you just, even as an outsider, you can't sit there and tell me for 1 minute that all these umpires are calling them right down the middle for us. Yep, giving us the same calls as them. Nope. And if you don't want to believe the balls and strikes type deal, just look how bad we've been with New York. It seems like right when even the commentators are like, hey, this shouldn't take too long. This is a knock them out, drag them out kind of thing. I don't think it has to be like that. It could be real fast because it's plain as day. It's on TV. And they're all like, out. You're like, what? He was safe. You could tell. The oven mitt was all over the bag. Nope. Called him out. And it's so frustrating. Even, look, if we're a winning ball club, I think we're able to look the other way and say, well, you can't get all the calls. Right? Like we used to do as Angel fans, if you could remember back that far. In the heyday, you expected bad calls and you were like, okay, it is what it is. We shouldn't have put ourselves in that situation. We'll get him next time. Rah, rah, let's go. But when you're a losing franchise like this team has been the last 10 years or at least the last 5 years, where if we're not losing one way, we find another way. And if we're not finding another way, the umpires are helping us lose. And I think that's where the bent up frustration as Angel fans comes from, because it's like, dude, okay, enough's enough. It's already bad enough that most likely because here's what happened. First and second, Canning leaves the game. Strickland comes in. He's been our best pitcher and he gets squeezed on an obvious strike 3 call. Obvious. It's all over the zone. And sometimes I like to make fun of Gooby or Patrick O'Neill and Wayne Randazzo because they kind of crap their pants and they start going, oh, it was all right. Let's show the StatCast. It's right there. And they start freaking out and stuff and then showing that was a strike. And it's like I kind of laugh, but it is what it is. I mean, it's not like they're wrong, but it's just that they're freaking out and they have a narrative to follow. So they do it, right? So, but tonight I was honestly pissed, dude. Like I jumped up, scared the cats, scared the family, and they were all jumping up too. Even my girl was like, what, that was a strike? Like we all were yelling at it. Like, dude, what the hell? It was a strike. And momentum is so key in any sport. And it has its own way of working in all sports. Different ways, of course. But we will never know. In a different if in a different scenario, if we find out that Strickland gets that second out, there's 2 men on, 2 out now. And Strickland maybe goes after the next hitter and gets that third out, which is Alvarez. But instead, walking the bases loaded, because it looked like his pitches weren't as good as they were the first 4 that he threw to Bregman. Alvarez gets a pitch, and again, he hits it on the screw of the bat. It's got backspin, so it's tailing away from Pilar. Even though Pilar, it's not like Pilar was like, after the cracked off the bat. He read the ball. He was already running towards left center field. It was his ball. It wasn't Noodle Arms, because goddamn well Noodle Arm had made no effort for that ball. He's like, wait, I'm gonna get my ears maybe filled with grass and scrubs and whatnot. I could get those little creepy crawlers on me. Oh, I don't want to get my jersey dirty. Of course, Noodle Arm was going to make a play. So Pilar's like, I've got to get this. If I make this catch, we're still in this game. We have a chance. But no, he misses it, and it goes to the wall. 3-run score, and it's 4-1, or I believe, yes. It kind of just pushed the game wide open 4-1. And then Diaz hits the home run. You could tell Strickland had nothing at that point. And then the game was, it was over on that triple to the gap. Because, again, if the hitters aren't hurting this staff and this team, it is obvious that the umpires have an axe to grind with the Angels for whatever reason. So we had zero chance in this game. And by the way, this game went by super quick, just 2 hours and 19 minutes. 2 hours and 19 minutes. It's frustrating. If you look at the numbers, Griffin Canning, 6 1/3, 3 runs, 7 hits. I've been telling you guys for weeks now. Every start he's been in has been quality. Quality. And you guys say, well, he has a 4.65 ERA, but it doesn't matter. He's giving you quality starts. Contreras gave up a run. Strickland got charged with 3. Canning, in fact, only gave up the 1 if you think about it. But with that rule, and then Farmer did Farmer things. The Angels got 8 strikeouts tonight. Tucker with 3. I think the Vanessa Hutchinson thing is over with. The experiment has got to go. Louis Renifo said, you got a hat trick? Well, I got one too, damn it. And the only thing that doesn't make me give him the freaking nachos is he made 2 excellent plays in the infield, one at third base and then one basically playing shortstop, making a full extension diving play. And another, red flag is Adele's 0 for 3 again. He is on quite the decline. But when Farmer's freaking changeup is on, the Angels are allergic to it. They can't not hit it. They're just terrible at it. Angels lose 7 runs on 11 hits for Houston. 1 run, only 4 hits for the Angels. You're not going to win no matter what kind of pitching performance you give. And that's just a shame. It's time for what we think this game was. Again, Stukas when you win, and we played that 3 games in a row until James called it, and he said, you know what? I don't like the fact we win 3 in a row and we automatically get a day off. That kills momentum. I'm like, James, you are being too critical. Stop it. Get some help. Well, who needs help now? So we can't play Stukas, and then we didn't have the lead at any time in this game to blow it late, so we can't give us a buttercup. Gee, I wonder what tonight's game is going to be represented by.
I will be strong, I will be faithful, 'cause I'm counting on a new beginning, a reason for living, a deeper meaning, yeah. And I want to stand with you on a mountain, and I want to bathe with you in the sea, and I want to lay like this forever until the sky falls down on me.
It is a Savage Garden loss. That is when you lose from starting pitch to finish the last pitch of the game. So first pitch to last pitch, if you are losing the entire way, just about, you never take the lead, it's a Savage Garden loss. So we have a Savage Garden loss. Now let's get into the awards, the 3 quick awards. And then we will get into all your comments and concerns, and we'll talk about it. We will talk about it. The John Stamos Award for best player on the field, you got to give it to freaking Farmer. I mean, Farmer is just a guy who I think he has like 1 or 2 losses against the Angels. Angels really don't tag him at all. If we have beaten him in the past, it's like 2-1, exception of this year where we actually put a beat down on him. But Farmer gets the freaking best performance tonight, the John Stamos Award. I mean, his changeup is devastating. When it's on, dude, they are fishing for it. It must look like a beach ball because the way those guys were swinging, I know they haven't been the best at bats all year, but goddamn, he was just fooling them left and right. Now let's talk about who gets the Nacho Night Award for worst player on the field or worst representation of a player.
I love the nachos.
Gas station nachos. I love those nachos, yeah. Gas station nachos. Ow.
Ow. I still think, though, like Valdez's 8 strikeouts, it felt like he had 18. I mean, he was just dealing, and if it wasn't a strikeout, it was a ground out. I mean, they were swinging over those pitches. I mean, at one point, if I'm in my high school game and someone's doing something like that, or we're in what is it called, single A or whatever, I'm telling you, the pitcher or the hitting coach should be giving us, a game-changing plan, a different approach. I mean, they just had the same approaches up there. No one seemed to change. They didn't get a rally going. So enough of that guy. Let's talk about who gets the nachos tonight, and it is the umpire, Jonathan Parra. Too many times you have the umpires make themselves known, and it took so long to get rid of one of the worst. I've obviously Country Joe West first, and then you got rid of Angel Hernandez, and now you got all these guys that are like in the umpiring union, like who's going to be the biggest dick now? And now they're auditioning to be the biggest dick on social media and for Major League Baseball. And Jonathan Parra threw his hat into the mix tonight as he made bad call after bad call. And the only thing that I will give him credit for is the fact that he didn't throw a hoppy out. To me, that is right there. He did the unwritten rule. As much as I love O'Hoppe and what he did, obviously I'm on O'Hoppe's side. But as looking at from an umpire and a non-biased side, if I'm an umpire and the catcher spends that much time telling me, hey, man, you're calling it for this guy. How come you better, you're calling it against me. You better call it for our guys. And, he's giving him some F-bombs and some, pretty crazy language. You throw his ass. He's showing you up big time. And so some people are like, oh, well, that sucks because the umpire is making himself known in the game. And, oh, it sucks because he shouldn't be being big and bad. And maybe O'Hoppe's right, and he has the right to speak out. There's arguments for either side. So I am for O'Hoppe. Like I said, stick up for your guys, but maybe you should have did that shit a little earlier. And then also on the umpire side, it's good. I give him credit that he actually heard him out and he got an earful and didn't ring him. And I thought he was going to ring him on the way to the dugout too, because he's walking back still cursing. So kudos to him in that way, but he still gets the nachos for being an ass tonight. And then now let's get into the final award. Let's talk about who was the stiffest competition, who was most erect, who didn't have any ED on the field.
It's a big calhoun, the golden dawn, for the player who stood out all day long. Stiffest competition on the field, halos in the infield, who's finna be revealed?
I want to give it to Farmer, even though I don't like the guy, but I have to give it to Diaz. Diaz has been on fire. 4th straight game with a home run. He had 3 more hits tonight. If you only knew what he had been doing the last 4 games, you'd be like, this guy's got to be batting .330. This guy's going to be headed to the All-Star game, blah, 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 blah. Not so fast. He's only batting .258, but he's got 7 home runs, 32 RBIs, not numbers that are knocking you out. It's just the last 4 games, Yonder Diaz has been tearing apart pitching, and he did it again tonight. He's like, oh, Tucker's not here? I think I'll fill that role. So he was stiffest competition out there. He was erect as a freaking flagpole as he dominated the Angels pitching tonight. So with all that being said, a Savage Garden loss, that leaves me with only one thing to do, and that is to go to you and the comments. Let's see what you guys have to say tonight. You take the show where you're the navigator tonight. It's Flight of the Navigator, that old movie. You guys take us where we got to go. And Leaf is on the on-deck circle from Seattle. He says, off topic from this Halos game, the Nachos should go to the Mariners, his hometown team. The Mariners blew an 8-0 lead to lose to Kansas City 3rd straight year. Seattle has blown a 7+ run lead to Kansas City. And that makes no sense to me, Leaf, because all we heard when we played the Mariners was, hey, their bullpen's so good. So I don't know what's going on there. Maybe just Kansas City's that team that got your number, because Houston's ours. That's for damn sure. And then recently, Leaf, everyone else in the league is our daddy. Tyler says, great game. What a team effort. I'm amazed. Just wow. Hashtag go Halos. I sense a little bit of sarcasm there, Tyler. Also, Juan checks in with, this game is on Washington. And yeah, I'm going to give you some of that too, Juan, because Where the hell was his arguments? How come he didn't go out there and start to chat with the umpire when his catcher was out there potentially almost getting rung? Nothing. He just sat there eating his sunflower seeds. Juan also said, shouldn't have taken out Canning after 80 pitches in the 7th inning. Trust your guy. Another great point, Juan. Where the hell, why did he take him out? I mean, I thought you're supposed to let these guys go longer in the game. I expect this from Numbnuts Nevin, but not you. Dan says home plate umpire strike again. Jack Lee says bad call, but if they hadn't immediately fallen apart after, it would have been just another missed call, lowered expectations. Yeah, they didn't score any runs after that either. Robots to replace robots, agree? Maybe. Also, Tyler says Angel Hernandez called a great game, guys. Badass, yo, Daniel Barry says. Okay, appreciate that. Jim says, how much more lipstick do we need to put on the pig in hopes of offense? Oh, never mind. Just listen to Trent and Roger. And Jim is being a little sarcastic too because, hey, it's okay. I love this team. If I had a vote, I would vote all 9 players from the starting lineup of your Halos into the All-Star game, including all the pitchers. Hell, just make the All-Star game the National League versus the Halos because they are so great. Yes. Anna says, damn, this game today, that was not good today. Balls, and it was the umpire's fault tonight because, again, she's blaming it all on the guys with those funny little hats.
Time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and John Stamos.
Umpire's fault. Silent E says, on one terrible call, changed the whole game. If Strickland got the strikeout, we would have been a whole different game. More offense would have been nice, but who knows without a shit call? You never know, Silent E. They could have gotten a couple hits together. We'll never know. Trey Cabbage kissed this embarrassing organization goodbye, Tyler. And you know what? He's playing on a team that, let's see his numbers real quick because I didn't even check his numbers so far this season. He's getting playing time with them. 238, 1 home run, 4 RBIs. For the season, let's see, what does he have right now? He's only played 12 games. He was just called up not too long ago. He's got 21 at-bats, 5 hits so far, but 6 strikeouts. But that's still a little high, but at least he's getting playing time. Tony says the Mighty Nachos didn't have the sauce or enough sauce tonight. That's true. The Nachos. F those Astros, a.k.a. cheaters, Anna says. Also, Tyler says patio curse continues. This guy sucks, man. Yeah, he never calls a winning game. And you know what? There's people in these chats, and they highlight the comments, and they'll send them to me. And I love the fact you had so many people on there calling out Patio, and they're saying, stick to hockey, and does this guy ever shut up? Patty O'Neill talks so much during the games, dude. I'm surprised Gooby's like, hey, shut the fuck up, okay, so I could say something. James says, balls, and an off day blew our momentum again. Yeah, that really killed
Time
it.
for you to check out what I want. I want balls and John Stamos.
Killing momentum. But don't worry, Roger says.
We got a lot of baseball left to be played, and the season starts tonight.
Told you they would, and they did. They did, One Jets Pod says. He was calling the loss. Also, the only winner in this organization is Chick-fil-A. They got free advertising and not having to give away chicken sandwiches. Only 2 games so far this season, 7 runs plus. Exactly. There a lot of chicken going to waste in the freezers over there. Alfonso says, hey, my name is Todd, and this is my boo, Marcia, and my name is Marcia, and this is my boo, Todd. We've been fans of the Angels since we were had our love child, Big 20. How dare you, Alfonso? How fucking dare you?
How dare you?
That is terrible. Tyler says, I don't blame Strickland at all, bro. I don't either. Are we excited for this season, y'all? That would be a no so far. Mateo says, yeah, well, this team sure did suck last night. It just plain sucked. And that's the problem with this team. They give you a lot of
emotional damage.
And I really wanted this team to win, but they I'm telling you, they always find ways to lose.
Oh, no! We suck again!
Yes, we do. Also, the umpire strikes again, everybody. My God, the strike 2 pitch on Bregman is plenty in the zone. Missed call completely changes the complexity of the matchup against Jordan Alvarez. Total BS. I totally agree. I've watched about 1,000 games in my life. This was one of the worst games I've ever seen. Tainted loss. There's nothing you can say to convince me otherwise. And I'm right there with you. And also, you got James saying, oh, shit. Here we go again.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Also, Grillmaster says, fire the umpire, Jonathan Parra, out of this league. Also, One Jet Spot says, Todd, remember when we swept the Padres? I miss those days. It seems like so long ago. See, Detmers could have just pitched tonight, Tyler says. And by the way, got an update from Fernando from AAA Salt Lake. Breaking news for your Angels. I got to find that little card right here. Yeah, right here. Breaking news. Dude. That's a terrible CNN thing, but I love it, Randy. The Angels left-handed pitcher who was just sent down, Reed Detmers. Yeah, the minor league team read Detmers tonight. He gave up 7 runs or 5 runs and 7 hits, or was it 7 runs and 5 innings? I don't know. He gave up 7 runs. That's all I know. So he got smoked. Jack Chandler says, would have brought Joyce in to get those strikeouts instead of Strickland. Also, Tyler says, where the hell is Goodrum? He was DFA'd, I believe. Let's see. I was a center fielder. Yeah, One Jets pod knows what's up right there. Blood Moon says, yeah, it's absurd that why they sit a guy who's out there. It's laughable how this team is managed. Also, balls, and inconsistency. And you know what, Mateo? I've only known you for 3-4 years max. And inconsistency has been a part of baseball and the Angels. They go hand in hand.
Time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and John Stamos.
Inconsistency. Pilar should have caught that. Whatever. One Jets pod. Nacho Night goes to Jonathan Parra. He did get that. Tyler says, Pilar freaking hustles no matter what, unlike some players. Q2 hop throw from shallow left field. Yeah, I wonder who that is. Silent E says that ball was clearly in the zone. How much more in the zone can you get other than right down the fucking middle? I totally agree with you guys. That was strike 3. What the hell is going on out there? Grillmaster says.
What the hell's going on out here?
Also, Pilar says, Q Bally's on that missed catch right there. Hey, that was a great effort, but miss. I say we take a ride with Kia, but we're out of time. Let's see. Also, Silent, he says, fuck! Also, Umps scorecards has to show the least 1 run favor to Houston because of Manfred. Also, Blood says clearly down the middle of the plate. How does the ump not see that? I don't know, especially when you've been calling balls and strikes for 7 innings. Maybe the umps hate the Angels because of Artie. Who knows? That would be a little biased, but I would believe that if that were the case, Leaf. The foul ball challenge in the 9th inning felt so pathetic, honestly. Also, there's something Grillmaster says, I think that in this organization that we are not allowed to go out and show emotion towards the umpire or wash is too old to care. We are going to hit the hot days of summer, and man, this is going to be a long season. I agree, Mateo. Bring on football a month early. I remember 2009 where there was quite a few bad calls, and I was able to shake it off. Exactly. Just like Taylor Swift, we shook it off as a fan base because, again, the oldest cliche when it comes to winning is winning cures everything. And we were able to overlook stuff. Now, obviously, in the 2005, not so much. It should have been strike 3, but you could blame Josh Paul. You could blame AJ Brzezinski for being heads up, whatever, or the umpire for missing it. But the rule was the rule, and they actually it worked out against the Angels, but that's when the little things can kill you. Some of the pitching was basically at the same spot and framed the same way by the catchers, and they didn't get the calls. Okay, I'm here in Washington's position. Watch his same pitch. Hey, that was a strike. What are you going to do? Doing your job, dumbass. You don't know what baseball is. You suck. Okay, well, there you go. That era is why I still hate the Red Sox. Exactly. We have teams that we hate from that era big time. Erstad would have done something at that position. Yeah, he would have if he was the freaking coach. That's for sure, a manager. This was just a crazy game tonight. Anna says, also Grillmaster, we were swinging at every freaking pitch, hitting coaches. Hello, dumbasses. Tell these guys not to swing unless it's right there. It's not as easy as that looks, Grillmaster, but it's obvious that if you have the right eye, if you have the right discipline, not all players can do it. But I will say that there's some that could change the effect of the game if they were given better scouting reports. If the pitch is starting belt high, likely against a guy like Farmer, it's going to fall at your ankles. But if the pitch is starting letter high it's going to be around your belt or slightly lower, maybe by your knees. So then you'd want to open up that stance and make the swing. I know it's split-second decisions, but this is what you get the big bucks for. So I'm just saying this is something that should be preached to our players, but we are the Angels. Ump was paid and bought by the Trash Stros tonight. I wouldn't doubt that either. But also, Har Martinez says, went to the game today. It was actually really good, but left in the middle of the sixth to get a head start to avoid the headache. Well, you left at the right time. Mateo says, it's my fault we lost, Todd. I was listening to Truly Madly Deeply earlier today. By the way, I was out today making a delivery at work, and I went into one of these places, and I hear, I will be faithful. I was like, oh, wow, did we already lose? That must have been a sign, Mateo. You heard the song. I heard the song. We were just in for some Savage Garden for sure. The farmer spritzed all over us. He sure did. I'm starting to like that song, he said. Also, down in AAA, they were able to read the details. Oh, geez. This guy. Country Blues as an Angels fan. There you go. Hey, Kip Moore rocks, y'all. Hey, it's time for Kip Moore. Uh-oh. And Mateo's calling for it, and he always winds up requesting it. He went to the request line. He says, you know what? I'm going to pop that top because win or lose, we toast the day. I'm thirsty. What time is it? It's Spritz o'clock.
Spritz o'clock, Angels play. Win or lose, we toast the day. Sip and cheer no matter the score. Spritz o'clock, let's pour some more. Spritz o'clock, let's pour some more.
You know, for some reason out there, if any of you guys don't like that little jingle, blame it on Mateo because Mateo's always looking for that botanical spritz. By the way, Grillmaster says Tucker needs to get some more sex to improve his performance. He's all, hurry up and push that baby out. I want to have sex. Papa Fox said that the more sex you have, the better you play. Or is it the other way around? Jonathan Parra was called up from the minors before the season started. After this performance, he should be relegated to there permanently. I did not know that, Grill. Thank you for that as well. The Curse is alive and well, and if you haven't seen the episode with Halo Joe, check out The Curse. It's a very interesting podcast that he put out this morning that I didn't know half the things happened to the Angels that he brought up. And he actually missed a couple at the end with Valbuena, but I swear to God, he nailed all the other ones and then some. I was like, God, this team is cursed. Let's see. If Angel Hernandez was the ump, O'Hoppe would have been thrown out for breathing improperly. I believe that too. Shonawell looked erect. Tile dysfunction happened. What the hell happened to him? Yeah, he's been off as well, dude. And he's also been like they've been playing him perfectly in the infield. He's hit the ball sharply at left to left field, but they're shading him up the middle. So the third baseman is playing right between where the hole would be between third and short, and he's just getting no luck. 714 tickets, 714 tickets. Angels, no more fun until we start winning. Is this capiche or is that capiche? Yes. Also, good KC for the gets the Stamos. Max says Mariners lost 7-run lead to Kansas City. Lombardi wants to know what the hell is going on here. Even he knows that's bad baseball. Saucy checks in with hard to score when four guys in your lineup are batting between 190 and 210. And you know what, Saucy? Now that you bring that up, let's look at that lineup. You got 212 for Shonawell. You have 319 for Renifo, and that's 319 after he had 3 strikeouts. You have Ward, who's Mr. Inconsistent, Mr. I can't rise above to be a good player. I can't do anything right, 254. You got Kevin Pillar, who had 2 hits. He has his average up to 324. O'Hoppe's barely batting 255. He should be better. Adele's 194. Neto's 250. He should be 30 points higher. Then you got Tucker at 178. And does Paris even – shouldn't they just give him an out before he gets in the box? I mean, he does nothing. Nothing. Let's see. I'm too old to call these games wash. One Jets Pod says, because Wash is a one and done, he's not going to be here after this season. Why should he care when he knows we are ass? Yeah, that's true. Also, if I was a manager, I would have said, Jonathan, you are having a hell of a night back there. Both teams know it. You know it. You're terrible, and you need to be more consistent in the zone. And then you would have been thrown out. Reminds me of SpongeBob's Bubble Base episode. It sure does. Kyle Tucker on the IL. That's why Cabbage Patch is up here. Dimitro says, my bro was at the game with a Heedy Sell the t-shirt. He said he saw a few of them today. The movement is in full swing. I love it, Dimitro. And I've seen it online too. One of the what is it called? Some YouTuber. I don't even think he's an Angel YouTuber, but he's got a pretty big following. And I was sent that picture like by 3 people. I think Vetter sent it to me first, and it showed him at the game wearing the shirt. I'm like, hell yeah. I got to get more of those out there. Patty O'Neill talks too much, yet says nothing. Mario checks in with, when does NFL preseason start? Go Bears. Saucy says, always embarrassing to let the guy throw a complete game on you. Yeah, and I didn't even mention that. He went all the way. Let's see. It's a base hit for the Astros. Let's take a dive into Honda as they chase the ball in the outfield. Dude, that's basically what they do, man. Let's take a ride into Tucson right away, because it's going to be a while before they get that one.
It's your journey. Own every mile in the Hyundai Tucson with America's best warranty. Right now.
See, it's those jingles that just get stuck in your head. I'm sorry. Herman Edwards told us how to play the game, though.
Hello? You play to win the game. You don't play to just play it.
Yeah, and that's what I would tell the umpires. It's like, dude, we're trying to play to win the game, and you're taking that away from us. Mario says, Morty says to the umpires, get your shit together. Exactly.
Well, then get your shit together. Get it all together and put it in a backpack. All your shit, so it's together. And if you got to take it somewhere, you know? Take it to the shit store and sell it. Or put it in a shit museum. I don't care what you do. You just got to get it together. Get your shit together.
Matt says it's in that Detmer start. He gave 4 home runs. That means he's right on cue. Breaking news: Marcia is out of Mortrin. Oh, no breaking news there. Come on, Detmers, listen to Morty and get your shit together. Take that shit to the store. Exactly. Also, David says, Todd, one of the things I've noticed since I started following the Angels 40 years ago, hell of a fan right there. Every time they put a string of wins together, we always have a next day off. Or it's the All-Star break. You know what, David? You are so right. I've heard my dad say that year after year. Like, I remember many times with social ball, too, towards the last 10 years, you know, like the Angels would dig themselves a hole in April, in parts of May, get a little hot, get it going, and you're like, damn, we're within striking distance of the division. And it's like, All-Star festivities. You're like, come on, bro. And then the second half starts, and you could tell from the first game out the gate, yeah, this is going to be a rough series or two. And it wouldn't matter if they opened up the second half against the White Sox, the Mariners, the Rangers, whoever, or even the Rockies. They just struggled out the gate, and it's so frustrating. Also, haters going to hate Taylor Swift at David. So true. So even Dimitro knows. Good thing the Jets are winning the Super Bowl in 2024. Boo Boo checks in with, is it possible that the umpires are trying to get Artie to sell the team with these bad calls? I would like to think that has something to do with it, but I don't think so. Don't blame the umps, blame the hitters. We can't win these games if we're only scoring 1 run. That is true. Thank you so much, Super Sticker Boo Boo, checking in. Thank you so much. That is very, very appreciated towards the towards the cause that we haven't seen $1 from yet. So YouTube is like, you must wait. You know, like they're doing the Gustavo thing. So thank you so much. Jack Lee also says, with the way Canning is pitching, you think he would be traded at the deadline. I am very much predicting that, and that is. Again, not a lot of people are saying Canning is out there. You're hearing and seeing things about obviously Anderson, obviously about Ward for some reason, but you haven't heard much about Canning. I'm going to bet that they're going to trade him. I would have to think that they're going to trade him. You can't be stringing this kind of starts together on a bad team that's not scoring runs and not have it be noticed by other general managers out there. You don't think that these general managers don't keep up on the scores? You know, they know that certain guys are pitching good. and they'll send a scout out to a random Angels Astros games. Let's just say the White Sox or the Cubs are interested in Griffin Canning, or maybe Tyler Anderson as well. They'll send some scouts out there. You'll see some Cubs guys there that are trying to see, okay, what does he look like in person? We got a lot of video on him, but let's see what he does, in certain situations. Let's see how he does in big game, up close and personal. And they'll give their takes on it. And I think Canning is one of these guys that's going to find a new home. That's just me. One Jets Pod says, who the fuck is Kip Moore? He's a great singer, apparently. Run fast and then turn left unless you're going right to Kip Moore concerts. Grillmaster bringing it. Also, we need Truly, Madly, Deeply. Need a spritz. Oh, she's asking for a spritz. We gave a spritz to Mateo. I'll give you like a little bit of Savage and a little bit of spritz since you threw us that sticker. So first was a Savage because you must have missed it earlier, Boo Boo. We did play this.
I will be faithful, 'cause I'm counting on a new beginning, a reason for living, a deeper meaning, yeah. And I wanna stand with
It's o'clock, angels play. Win or lose, we toast the day. Sip and cheer, no matter the score. It's o'clock, let's pour some more.
Damn right. Let's pour some more. It's a Friday night and we lost again. Let's see. I hit. Also, Spritz O'Clock has Marsha's crotch for an. It's disgusting. Stop it, Halo Joe. Alfonso says we lost today. We lose tomorrow. That's 2 in a row. And if we lose the day after that, that's all called a losing streak. Yes, it is. Farmer completed all over us. He sure did. Didn't use a towel either. CB Buckner umped Wednesday. He was worse than Parra tonight, yet we won that game somehow, some way. Also, Grillmaster's talking about Kyle Tucker. We brought that up earlier. Let's see. Jonathan Parra would have told Mateo, I'm telling you, I'm not going to listen to it anymore. No more out of this dugout. And then you would have been thrown out. And then because he said, I would have said, tighten your effing shit up, Jonathan Parra. And then Mateo is out of here. Tyler says, hey, the Astros were due to get a perfect timing or going to get perfect timing playing the Halos. We like to make you famous. Yes, we do. Also, Marty says, Pilar home run, Q Bally's. And that seems like so long ago because that was a hit that got us tied. But, hey, did you see the exit velocity on that? Yep. Gotta love Bally's. Also, Demetrio says, every time this rip-off Savage Garden audio plays, my girlfriend starts cracking up. Also, Silent E says, awesome. Thank you for the request. Houston will sweep book it. Oh, he's calling for a sweep. Where's the video of those broads you played a while ago? Tyler, I got rid of it, and I also got a copyright on that one. That wasn't good. Let's see if you don't do the Carlton to that song, you're backwards. Why was I struggling reading that? Where was the dong? Oh, you missed it earlier. It was there. He didn't play. Oh, he didn't play. Marsha wants to sprint. Jeez. I spritz on my dinner. Oh, yeah, Marty, who won the golden dong? I missed it. Saucy says this should have been the Suarez game. It should have been. Suarez deserved it. Because I for sure thought he was going to come in at some point, but he did not come in tonight, thankfully. That will leave us open for some phone calls right now if you guys want to call in. So you got that. One more loss that could have been a win.
One more loss which could have been a win. You call yourselves professionals. I have never, ever seen a worse group of 25 players. You don't think as a team. You don't play as a team. You don't even lose as a team.
It's the hitters, actually. And by the way, I mean, if O'Hoppe was literally telling the umpire this.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Yeah, he just – and you know what, too? If you're going to call in, I want positive phone calls.
If you're a so-called Angel fan, if you're a Halo honk for life like me, then shut up.
Yeah, Mo, that team sure did suck last night. They just plain sucked. I've seen teams suck before, but they were the suckiest bunch of sucks that ever sucked.
They were. Umpires need to understand that if they miss a call, they need to let the manager let off some steam. That is true. And but they usually don't. And that's the problem. Let's see. Also, I didn't hear who got the dong, Dimitro. I got here late. It wasn't me that got the dong. The dong went to. Oh. It's the Halo Honk line.
Hey, you wanted something positive. This is Boo Boo Bear's mommy. At least we have you guys.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. I mean, you know what? I missed the game on purpose just so I can listen to you because you guys have such a colorful way of presenting the loss or the win. And I mean, I love the John Stamos player and the Nacho Knight. I don't know about the Dong one though.
Yeah, we're kind of all over the place because we're kind of freaking out because if Willie's demoted or they let him go, it's like, well, we can't give away the golden dong anymore.
Not only that, there goes the entire season. It seems like every time he plays, they win. I mean, you know, hello. I mean, if they get rid of him, then they are really trying to lose.
Yeah, I mean, you're scraping the bottom of the barrel. I mean, I would think Pilar and the dong should be in the lineup every night. Every night.
I do think so as well. I mean, they seem to have that chemistry together where they work well together and they create something that helps them win. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. I mean, I see it too.
Yeah, I mean, those are guys that are like, 1 foot away from, being out of the league. And so they're going to give it their all. Even if they're having a struggling at bat, they're gonna try as hard as they possibly can because they don't want to lose out on their possibly and most likely their last opportunity. So, these guys
agree with that.
Yeah, these guys are playing their butts off, and it's good to see. And it should rub off against guys like Ward and other players who have really not hit their potential, but they're still given the keys to the car.
Yeah, and what's really sad is these kids they're just, like you said, they're playing just as if it's the last game they're ever going to play. And just, with the thought that they may be traded away and hopefully somebody on another team sees what their potential is and they can go to another team and potentially just keep playing.
Yeah, and here's the thing, Boo Boo. As long as none of these players get traded to the Dodgers, I will be rooting for these guys. To go somewhere else and to shine and to get the love that they deserve and possibly a playoff or a ring. But the other thing that will have to happen, Boo Boo, for me is no matter who we trade, I want to get back some good players for once because last year we got nothing back for anybody. And it would be nice that if, okay, we have to say goodbye to Pilar, that's going to suck. Or we lose the dong, that's going to suck. Or Anderson.
Right.
But are we going to have players that are going to be under our control that we could watch actually be good? That's what I'm hoping for.
Exactly. I just hope that the front office can open their eyes or, you get the clouds out of their brains and realize, hey, you know what? This is a sport. It's not just entertainment. We want to win. So, but, we can just hope and pray, I guess, right?
Exactly. But I appreciate the phone call, Boo Boo.
Absolutely. I just wanted to let you know, love you guys.
Oh, I love you too. I appreciate the call and the love too. I mean, because YouTube hasn't allowed us to. They have a weird threshold when you first get the opportunity to have this kind of stuff. They make you wait a while. So we're like, man, we could be making more shirts right now, but it is what it is. But I do appreciate the donations.
I know. I'm waiting for those shirts. So, but you know what? If I find out that they're not giving you your due, then I would just rather send you a check.
No worries. Trust me. When we get this next shipment in, I'm gonna send you one. I'll you can email me your address and we'll send you one for sure.
I appreciate that. Thank you so very much.
You're welcome.
I'll do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks for calling.
Bye-bye.
Bye. That's Boo Boo right there making her first call. That's awesome. We're calling in right now. Also, our first call of the night too. We should see signs on this team that needs to make adjustments. Whoever or however a road worker was arrested for sign stealing. I didn't believe it at first. Wait, where are you going with that? Let's see who this is. It's the Halo Honk line.
Ah, Herr Todd, guten Abend.
Wait, don't tell me. Is this the chief of security at Anaheim?
Nah, this is Klaus Albrecht Schultz, Angel Stadium head of security.
You're the dick that ran me out of the stadium a couple days ago or last homestand.
Schnell! Talk to me in such a way. We have sorted over here. And we are thinking of possibly lifting the clown ban and allowing you to enter the premises for our illustrious and all-powerful pure Adi Moreno, Jaime Moreno.
Do you have to yell every time you announce his name?
Yes, I want him to hear me from the mountaintops.
the mountaintops of Anaheim?
Yes, a beautiful Anaheim, which is a German word, by the way. I don't know if you know that.
I had no idea, and I'm partially German, so that's news to me.
Disgraceful. Even though this decision by the upper management goes against my better judgment, I must obey my Führer. If
sorry.
it were up to me,
You just gave. Well, wait. Hold on. What's your name? Steitz or?
it's Klaus.
Oh, Klaus. Okay, Klaus. Do you think I would piss off fans if we made a shirt that said "Herr Führer" with Artie's face?
I think that would be a beautiful shirt. I would wear a shirt. I normally don't wear T-shirts. I wear button-down shirts because I am a classy human being.
Okay. So sorry, I interrupted.
Okay.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, you did. You did. If it were up to me to have a decision here, I would drag you across the parking lot in the white scooter to the big A, where you will be pistol whipped with the Luger and also receive 40 lashes and the back for your insolence. Jaime Moreno!
See, this is why I didn't want to piss you off, because I know how the security is at Anaheim Stadium.
Security.
Yeah, security. I mean, I'm scared of those little scooters with the old men and those white helmets on that look like space balls.
When they're walking on the slope, but when they're on the scooters, look out. They are like the Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, yeah, I don't think so. Sons of Anarchy retirement home, maybe.
More like the grandfathers of anarchy.
Oh,
but, Todd, lucky for you, I don't make the call. Our Führer does. Wait. Excuse me one moment. Wilson Huhn here, Todd.
Uh-huh.
Kitzler! What have I told you about interrupting me during the call? Und die uns? Gewinne. Darfst du mich Freiber? Good work. So, it looks like the Angels organization has declared war on the Halos and the Infield boys.
Okay. Okay.
Danke, Kitzler.
Bring it. Look, bring it on. Tomorrow we're going to be at Mezzo's. Before and after the game, it's a soft opening for them. Discounted food. I dare you to bring the Führer's men out there.
Mezzo. What is that? Another clown?
Yeah, it's Mezzo's the clown.
Mezzo's the clown?
No, it's Mez.
I know how much
you Germans love the Italians, and they cook really good Italian food. Botch.
I have received word from Schutz Kitzler, my private, of your little event that you are planning.
Mm-hmm.
And all I have to say to that is all for naught, Todd. Today is the end of the Halos in the infield, the end of a regime that acquiesced to disorder. At this very moment in a sound studio far from here, the so-called Angels podcast lies to the fans while secretly supporting the treachery to the Angels organization, this fierce machine of security guards, which I have built, by the way, will bring an end to the clown and to their cherished podcast. All remaining fans will bow to the pure Artie Moreno and will remember this as the last day of Halos in the infield. Hail Moreno! Wer hat sie dung, Herr Todd? Family 4-pack?
No family 4-pack for you. But I will tell you this. We are going to storm the Fuhrer's motherland like they did on D-Day 80 years ago. And we're going to start with Mezzos and then make our way through the parking lot under the metro station.
What do you have to get so violent for?
We are going to take that stadium back, my friend. One day, the clown will lead us to victory. You will see, Herr Klaus.
Hold on 1 second while I react to your comments. 1 second. Here we go. You make me laugh like the clown. I give you credit for that.
Okay.
Keep in mind, I will see you soon, Herr Todd.
Okay.
Very, very soon.
Keep talking.
Perhaps
Keep talking your Scheiser. I know German curse words.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Do you know what kind of insurance I have?
Geico?
Kaiser!
Stupid.
Come on, man. Okay, I'm out of here. No family 4-pack. Goodbye.
Goodbye. God damn. That is one aggressive German. Sorry. Let's see. Todd's have you seen a movie where a water boy kicked ass for a football team? How about promoting our ball boy and having him hit cleanup? It would have worked last year, believe me. What about the dopey bat boy? That's what I was going to say, Marty. But he hates him. Boo Boo is a wholesome vibe we need here. Also, Silent East says 9 guys in this lineup and only 1 dong in tonight's lineup, or no dong in tonight's lineup. Thank you to Pilar for being our balls, and dong in this shit show of a game. Correct. Also, Boo Boo, believe us, no other teams are watching this train wreck. It's the Halo Honk line.
What's up, Todd?
What is up, Eric? How you doing, my friend?
Oh, my goodness. I'm doing all right.
So you saw our game and you watched what happened to your Mariners. Which are you more laughing at or upset with?
Well, in regards to my Mariners game, I think the F word that you said numerous times comes to mind too. What doesn't he come to mind?
Yeah, I don't blame you right there, my friend.
God. We had that thing.
Yeah.
We had it.
I don't know. Maybe the Royals are that team that just has your number.
Maybe so.
Well, did you see any of the plays that happened in our game tonight?
Nah.
No. Well, if you catch the highlights, Eric, we had some egregious calls against us, and then the farmer always gets us in the den. I mean, we lost that game tonight, and we were right there tied with them. You know, sucks.
Ooh, that did not sound good.
Nah, there was a strike 3 by Strickland that was right down the middle, bro, and they called it a ball, and it changed the entire inning. They wound up getting 5 runs in that inning.
Oh, yeah.
So, tough night tonight, Eric.
Yep, tough night all the way around. Has Juan Washington been ejected from the game yet?
I think he's been ejected only once, I want to say. Maybe twice. Maybe they'll probably correct me in the comments, but not recently, bro. For whatever reason, Eric, we've had some calls against us, and he just doesn't come out of the dugout. I don't get it.
I feel he needs to start doing that more, because in games like this is when you need to show your team, but you're behind your team.
Exactly. You gotta show some fire, right?
Yeah, I mean, and few times recently, Scott trying to show a little bit of fire. Like when we were playing Washington, there was a game where nothing seemed to be going right, and Scott, God bless him, he tried to get the boys fired up, but it was already shootout to the ninth inning at that point, and of course, we needed to do some more to make it happen. So, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. There has to be some change coming up here soon. So we'll see what happens. This season is not going to be a fun one for us, that's for sure. But there's hope for your Mariners, my man.
Yeah. So this was for season starts in April.
Yeah, exactly. It starts in June, remember?
Okay.
All right, Eric. I appreciate the call, my man.
Okay.
All right. We'll see.
Good night,
You
guys.
too. All right, that's Eric right there calling in from Seattle. Back here, laughing my ass off at the German. Everyone hide your jewelry. Is this dude from Beer Fest? It's your boy says, did he possibly have a German uncle who was popular back in Germany? Maybe Herr already did. But what in the bloody hell? Eric didn't know what that was about. Modern day Hitler called in. This guy lives in the Third Reich. Let's see also Klaus Uber Alvarez. Also, the German dude is Klaus Clown. Let's see, aka Klaus, what type of hand gesture he does when he sees Artie enter the room. Boy, he got super aggressive at the end. I mean, listen, we joke all the time about PP, aka Propaganda Prime Minister, your boy, why am I blanking on his name? From AMA 30. God, everything threw me off. Roger Lodge. Like we know he spits the propaganda, but Klaus, good grief, that guy was on one. Rather have Biggio, Harold Ramirez than Tucker Paris. Dude, Tucker Paris sucks. Mezzos is a real Klaus. And also, Klaus and the Third Reich love to stare at your privates. Oh, geez. Let's see. Also, where is it? I got 2 Trout bobbleheads. If anyone wants to buy one, of $1,000. Well, they're going for about 97% less than that, probably about $60. Let's see. Also, Marty says we hate the Mariners. Tyler says, I wonder if the Mariners did that cringy dance tonight. I don't think they did with a loss tonight. Stinky Pete, Willie, Max says. Also, don't allow Klaus to call your show or to show you in the kitchen under any circumstances, Todd. That's mean. By the way, again, I will not be in the same kitchen as him. Let's just say that. But the Mezzos will have a discount for us. I'll be out there early. And then we're trying to set up something for the game. If not, it's going to be a complete watch party from start to finish on the 22nd. But tomorrow we will be at the game, giving away some free stuff, raffling off some stuff. So hopefully you guys and gals can come down there. We'll say hi, have a calzone and some wings and some other stuff that they have on the menu. Good beers there too. If you don't get your fill at Noble, why don't you just go to Noble, park for free, walk on over, and have some food before you get into the stadium or after. Because I should be there after the game too. We're going to be hanging out watching the game if you want to watch it with us and have a good time at the Mezzos tomorrow. So that'll be starting around like 3:30, 4 o'clock, somewhere around there as people start trickling into the Big A. So again, we're going to be advertising this more for the 22nd. And then you can, we'll have a much bigger thing because they're going to have all kinds of people there. And I have to send out a link so that you could, if you want to go, to reserve a seat because it's going to be pretty packed. I mean, they're bringing a lot of people from their side. I hope to bring a lot of you guys there and gals for some. And if you buy something, we'll give you something for free too because they're already going to be giving you 15% off. And if you come down as a fan of ours, I'll probably throw you a shirt or throw you something that we have in our because I got those mugs that James has, those beer steins, and we've got a couple bobbleheads. We got some stuff to give away, some hats, even like those those little jerseys too. So hopefully everyone can make it out and have a good time at the ballpark. It should be pretty fun. Post-game shows will maybe from Mezzos tomorrow. We're still trying to set that up. The audio might not be ready to go by then because they're doing the outside. But I know for sure it'll be ready for the 22nd. So it's the Halo Honk Line.
Hi, God.
This I have a feeling this isn't Big 20, but how you doing?
Oh, yeah.
Have you scored yet, Big 20?
No.
You're supposed to say no. Oh, yeah.
No. Oh, yeah. I'm going surfing, but I'm going to go get the V card. Oh, yeah.
The fact that he's not here to enjoy your impersonation kind of sucks because he should be here right now.
Either that or he's not here because he's like maybe he's getting laid.
No. Come on now. The apocalypse isn't upon us, so that that's not happening. But he did. I did hear a rumor that he was at the game tonight. So, and what's hilarious? Have you ever met Big 20, Raleigh?
Yeah, I don't know if didn't you see the picture? Yeah, I mean, I think it was last year. Wait, well, no, not last year because I didn't go to the game last year. 2 years ago.
Okay, so I was there with you, right, when you met him? Or no?
I think I went by myself that time.
Okay, where was the first thought in your head when you met him?
I thought he was like a like crazy person or something like that.
I thought you would have said, because the first thing I thought right away when I met him, I'm like, damn, you're short. For Big 20, I thought, man, he'd be close to my height or something, dude.
Yeah.
That dude was like barely stomach level. I was like, the hell? This guy's short. Marty said he's a leprechaun. So does he go to your high school?
No.
He would have been a perfect mascot for a leprechaun. He's got the skin, right? He's got that bright white skin, so
yeah.
Just throw that little Irish hat on him, and he would have fit he would have been like, "Arr!" Oh, you better go.
No, we just better take it serious because I don't want to come back to work on Monday and hear it from the Astro fan because he was talking today.
Yep. Well, he's gonna talk some more tomorrow, dude.
No, I don't work on the weekends.
Oh, that's right, Monday. They better come back and win 2 of 3.
No, but if we lose, I'll mention yes. How much did you guys pay the umps? That's what I'm gonna mention to him.
Yeah, you should. But all right, Raleigh, Chris, are you gonna be down there tomorrow?
No, because I'm gonna be going to Litchfield's barbecue with
Oh, that's right. The big day's tomorrow, no?
Yeah. No, I said it in the chat. I said 2 more days. I said I don't know if you saw it. I said 2 more days, and then if I get the okay, I'm gonna be sprinting all over the place.
Oh, jeez. I didn't want to know that or picture that.
That's why I don't know if you saw the chat because I commented and I was like, oh, if I get the okay, in 2 more days, I'm gonna be sprinting all over the place.
You're gonna stain that monkey suit. That's what you're gonna do.
No, no. If I get the okay, I'll call on Sunday. I'll be honking my horn. You'll hear it. I'll be like honk honk.
Yeah, I believe. I bet I'll be hearing that honk. But all right, man. All right, Raleigh, Chris. Well, good luck. Let me know.
All right.
All right, brother. Have a good night.
Fuck the Angels.
Oh, Mudwater says, what do you think of the job Washington is doing? I liked him from the start, Mudwater. I really did. And then at some point, he's kind of laid off the pedal of the gas, and he's kind of just been in cruise control this last few weeks. And I have not appreciated his his coaching of late. But what do you expect? You put him on a 2-year deal with an out-the-door general manager and a shit owner. So we're lucky to have this. Big 20 Short King, Sega says. Also, word is that he's 6'8". No, I assure you, he's almost 2 feet shorter than that. Let's see. To Todd, everyone's short. I'm only 6'3.5". Let's see. What crazy nickname did you give to my campus, the Titans? Geez, what did I call you? I forgot, dude. What I called Cal State Fullerton. You're gonna, because I haven't done it in a couple of years. Let's see. Also, Sega Boy says Hunter's balls will drop before Big 20s. That I agree with. You called Hammer School the Cheesecakes. That's right. And Rally Chris was the Leprechauns. I forgot if I called yours anything. Artie says, "Oh my God, hey everybody, are you gonna call in too tonight? Because that would just cap everything off." Wash is going through the motions right now. It seems like it is too. You know what, Artie? If you want to call in, might as well just get it over with. I mean, you're going to rub it in that your team lost. I've never met an owner that is neither happy or sad. Well, he's not sad when his team loses. You seem to have the same, like, the same feelings every time we lose or win. You're just drunk. That's like the same kind of thing. I'm really busy, Artie. With what? Can't do it. See, when I want him to call, he doesn't call. When I have no idea he's going to call, never checked in, never says anything, Artie just calls in and goes on a rant. No family 4-pack. You own the goddamn team. Why would you want to sit in the 600s? Tyler says, "Hey, Artie, don't listen to the haters. You're doing a great job." Yeah, we got to hear that from your special security coordinator. God, guy is a tool, man. He was spouting off all kinds of German stuff. I didn't even know Artie was German, but apparently he is. You really should let your let's see who this is. It's the Halo Honk line.
Hey man, big yourself with a rubber band. No. Hey, Todd.
I thought you said you weren't going to call in, Artie.
Oh, I'm really busy, but I thought to myself, what the heck? I always make time for my good buddy.
So you're so busy, you're staying in the lines and the drawings?
I'm staying in between the lines, all right. I got 3 lines on my desk right now. Hold on a second. Hey, Wash, pass over that razor blade.
Oh, dude. Look, of all the times we've done this, Artie, you've always kept it to alcohol and, maybe throwing a ham at a stripper's butt, but you never have snorted illegal drugs before.
Oh, I was joking. First of all, it's bologna, not ham. And secondly, I've never done drugs. I was just playing. My manager, though, that's another story. That guy's a walking pharmacy. One time, I lit a match for a buddy of mine to smoke a cigar, and Wash just caught on fire.
Oh, jeez.
He was like 5 feet away, too. I couldn't believe it. He's just full of chemicals.
Listen,
wrong with that guy?
Don't slander my manager. I don't want him to have a relapse. But Willie says, when are you going to put a statue up and to get rid of the real owner of the Angels?
Oh, I want to put a statue up. It's going to be in the A train, right in between the helmets, baby. Imagine walking in the home plate gate with a big gray dong right there in the middle of everything.
Mario says, Artie likes to choke on Todd. I don't like that comment. I mean, we've never met in person.
I don't either. Hey, just because it's that month doesn't mean we're all gay. Come on now.
Oh.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. Because gay dicks are hot.
Jeez. Sega says
but
most.
The guys are, I don't like the guys. That freaks me out. I can't imagine one guy saying, "Hey, Bob, Come over here and rub my hairy chest. No one wants to see that.
Listen,
So when Tofuti and Sapphire go at it, oh boy, fireworks, baby.
Sega says most.
Flying everywhere.
Sega says most legendary link-up session would be Arturo Moreno, Ron Washington, Roger Lodge in the AM 830 pedo van, high as hell off of crack rock.
That sounds like the A-team. I want to be Mr. T.
Can you please do your hair like that, please?
Oh boy, I can't anymore. I don't think I can pull that off anymore. Back in the 80s, maybe, but not anymore, Todd. Oh, I'm an old man.
By the way, I know you're not in the most shape that you used to be in when you first bought the team, but when you're having sex with Sapphire or one of your other aides that you have hired that hopefully gives you AIDS at one point, do you wear the windbreaker, the Angels windbreaker, the whole time or no?
Oh, I wear it all the time. And correction, I currently have AIDS. I've had it for about 20 years, Todd. I was going toe-to-toe with Magic Johnson. But he beat me out. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. Sometimes I'm right there doing the slow hump with nothing on but my windbreaker. Oh, hold on. Hold on. So Foodie has a note for me or something. Right, here she comes.
Okay.
That's a good girl. Thank you so much. You know, I'll see you later. Go hang out in the lounge. There you go.
Wait a minute. Is Tafuti a horse or is she a WNBA star?
Oh, she's both. Hey, oh, by the way, I wouldn't mind having a go at that Marsha broad. I knocked the bottom out of that.
I think she would like to knock the bottom out of you.
Oh boy, be my guest. Smack me around, knock me unconscious. That's just gonna make me like you more, Marsha. Woo! I bet you a woman could snap a double popsicle stick in between her legs. Oh man.
Hey, but I heard she had. I heard she likes the dong better than you.
Oh boy.
The A train's lost favor. That's all I'm saying.
He's going for the younger guys. I get it. Who are you gonna go for, the girth or the experience? Oh.
You know, it's a sad day in Angels history when we end our shows always talking sexual somehow. Always.
All right, let's get into Angel baseball.
Okay, who won the game tonight?
Today, didn't we?
Who won the game tonight, Artie?
Oh God. Oh, it was probably, did the Astros win?
Yeah, they won.
Oh, shocker. I don't know what to do. I buy big time contract players and we lose. I don't do anything and we lose. What am I supposed to do?
Sell the team?
Oh no! Are you kidding? Top with all the unfinished business that needs to take care of. That's the biggest star I got going in years, buddy. Woo!
Marsha's gonna fist you, Mario says.
Ooh.
Are you okay?
I'm sorry. I was a little giddy. I really want to check out this Marsha girl. I bet you she's the bee's knees. Woo! I probably have to ride on her back. To get some kind of action.
You're gonna have to saddle up right there.
Oh boy, I'd love to have a go with that Philly.
Okay, Artie, since we're never on baseball topics, I'll have to let you go.
All right, Tom. Hey, I love you, boy. You know I love you. I love your show. Been talking to you for years. Oh my God, I have a heart attack. I can feel it coming. It's a big one. I think this is it, Todd. Oh God, I'm gonna leave all my I'm gonna leave all my belongings to you, buddy. I'm kidding.
Ah,
You know, I lived for 1,000 years. My security guard, Klaus said so himself. I love that guy. He keeps everything in shape. I know he's a good guy.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. I'm sure he's done no wrong.
Oh yeah, he's good.
If he asked me for my papers one more time going in the stadium, I'll be pissed.
Well, what are you doing walking around without your papers? That's like me walking around without my green card.
Oh, jeez.
I'm just kidding. I was born here. Who's up for some mezzos tomorrow? I might head down there and have a couple of drinks on you guys.
Well, we'll give you the Halos in the Infield discount just for you. You could pay $500 for a calzone. How about that?
Come on, Todd. You really think I would show up for a place like that? Come on. I am more of an Applebee's guy. Everybody have a good night. Go Angels.
All right. Thanks, Artie. That's a good way to end the show. Now I know why Artie sucks as an owner. Todd helped me to figure that out just now with some help from Papa Fox. It's too much sex. A-Train goes through too many tunnels, and that's never a good thing. Yeah, sometimes they have traps in them, and he still goes through. Artie is so tight he walks around the stadium collecting half-eaten nachos and peanut shells. I believe it. Tyler also says Artie snacks on urinal cakes. All right, so for tomorrow, again, if you guys can come down to Mezzo's for the soft opening, we'd really appreciate that. The menu I'll probably post in the morning. And also, one other thing, I have very good news. For all you guys and gals that have been asking for Papa Fox, when's he going to come on? That may be this weekend. I am going to try to talk him into coming on one of these days, whether it's the post-game show tomorrow or it's going to be sometime next week, but I know it's going to be very, very soon. I finally talked him back to coming on the podcast. So Papa Fox will be able to explain himself with the too much sex stuff. And I'm sure you guys and gals will get a thrill out of that because he has some interesting takes about Angels, and maybe you guys can grill him a little bit about his fandom because he has some interesting stories about the Angels. So yes, he will be on soon. We'll do a show like how I've done it before where I have somebody else on during a post-game show, and we'll take some Q&A from the fans. How about that? So for everyone here on Halos in the Infield, be sure to check out the shirts, the Sell Your Team stuff. There's more stuff coming this month as we promised. There's going to be hats. The Mezzos thing is taking up a lot of our time, but it's a good thing. That restaurant is going to be kick ass. We've already sampled the food. It is terrific. So we hope you can do the same. So unfortunately, we lost tonight, and we lost from start to finish. So good night, everybody.